Girl, coming live from out here in these Lives Matter streets. I want to say hello to all of my wonderful, real, true subscribers and my real, true supporters. And I don't give a F-U-C-K about you satanic rats and roaches. You don't even matter. White lives matter. Yes. So Candace Owens and Kanye West have stirred quite a controversy with their wearing of the White Lives Matter t-shirts. And a lot of pushback has come from the colored community, those who are the most hypocritical, in my opinion. If Black Lives Matter so much, why don't you show that Black Lives Matter to you, to me, to everybody? And Kanye West also made a statement saying that Black Lives Matters was a scam. And for the most part, that has been proven to be true. There has been, evidence in circulation. Recently, the Black Lives Matter, one of the Black Lives Matter founder, purchased several $1 million homes outside of the black community, which, pretty much proved that she was self-serving herself and her position as a Black Lives Matter founder, and has done nothing to really benefit the black community. And with all these killings, revolving around black people, killing black people, you hear nothing at all from the Black Lives Matter founders and representatives, nothing from the NAACP, nothing from Jesse Jackson, nothing from Al Sharpton, nothing from Ben Crump and all of these social media so-called activists, civil rights activists. They're silent when blacks kill blacks and harm blacks. They say nothing. And another situation involving black on black crime, the rapper who was killed in LA at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, PMB Rock. A whole black family, a dad and his 17-year-old son and his wife, were recently arrested for the murder of this black rapper. And there were no marches, no protesting, no looting, no demanding of justice, no burning down the cities from black people. There was silence. So I'm guessing, if it's blacks that's killing and harming blacks, it's okay. You get a pass if you're black and you harm and kill other black people all you want. But as soon as a non-black person does the same thing to a black person, oh, there's so much outrage. I'm so sick of the fake outrage. And another thing that I'm sick of the fake love. All of this sis, this, and queen, that. Your words don't match your actions. And I'm sick and tired of these social media armchair revolutionaries and so-called conscious niggas pretending to be so woke and so conscious and so family is everything, black power, but then you treat me like SHIT. It doesn't go together. And I think it's just rhetoric. I'm sick and tired of the rhetoric. And the truth of the matter is, from my own personal experience, I can't speak for any other black people, but I can most certainly speak for myself. I have been subjected to more harm and danger from my own people in the black community than anyone outside of the black community. I have never been trolled to my knowledge on social media by any white people or non-black people. It's always been the niggas ever since I have been on social media. I have been harmed by other blacks. It's only the blacks. Look, they are the most hateful. They have proven to be the most racist and the most divisive. And I am sick of it, and I will not support it. And I will not include myself in that just because I'm black and you're black too. I'm sick of it. I have no problem with white people. I love white people. I love brown people. I love Asian people. I love every person, you know. But if you are a evil person, I can't stand you. And, that could be any color as far as I'm concerned. But the most evil people that I have encountered, it have been black. They have been black. And no one in the white community has made vicious, malicious, slanderous, defamatory videos after videos about me and told lies and created all these false narratives. No, it's been niggas. It's been niggas, with the exception of one elderly, old ass trailer trash troll, who identifies as a nigga. The rest of them have been niggas. Hateful, hate filled, satanic niggas. Jealous ass niggas in the comment section. Hateful ass niggas in the comment section. It hasn't been anybody white. It hasn't been anybody white that's made videos and lied on me and tried to find my location and posted my address all over the internet and, all kind of hateful, malicious things. Yeah, and trying to destroy me. No, 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 no. It hadn't been anybody white. It's been niggas, bitch made niggas, nappy wig wearing hair bonnet ass niggas. That's who it's been. It hasn't been anybody white. I don't have any problem with white people. I've, received the most help from white people. And this past weekend, as a matter of fact, no, that was Friday. Friday, I had a wonderful exchange with two really, really nice white men and some white women. And they were so helpful, and we had such a great encounter and interaction with each other. And it was just a terrific vibe for me. And it was so refreshing. And I was thinking to myself, why don't I vibe when I'm around other people in my own community? It's always a feeling of being defensive and being guarded and being, expecting the worst as it relates to at any moment somebody's gonna start shooting. Anytime there's a gathering of blacks, in my experience, I gotta be guarded, especially out in public, at Walmart, at a park, at any type of concert, outside concert, barbecue, or whatever. It's gonna be something violent popping off at any moment when you're around a group of niggas. And that's the honest truth. And I have just elected to not really subject myself to a lot of public activities and public, concerts and things of that nature, especially if it's going to be a lot of colors, because colors have proven to be very, very violent and very, very spiteful and very, very evil. All of this killing in this city in particular, where I am, the FBI has even ranked it as the most dangerous. And it's populated with mostly blacks. Every time I look at the news, it's always some blacks that's killing other blacks. It's not the whites, it's the blacks. You don't have to take my word for it. Just look at the news and look at the statistics and look at the jail and prison records and see for yourself. Yeah, the facts are the facts. And like I said, I'm the most guarded when I'm around other blacks, because I just don't feel safe a lot of times. And incident happened recently, and I'm just so nervous when I go to these gas stations, especially at night, For some reason, they love to hang around these gas stations. And my goodness, this was like 2 days ago, I guess. Over the weekend, I had started a second job, and I had went to the gas station. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and oh my goodness, my coworker had asked me to get them some coffee. So I knew better than to be hanging around in La La Land at the gas station trying to get coffee. This is not the type of city where you want to go to the gas station and hang around and get you some coffee. It's not that type of city. This is not that. But being the nice person that I am, I went ahead and agreed to go and get them some coffee. And as soon as I pulled into the parking lot of the gas station, I saw the nigga hanging around with that hoodie on his head. And this is just my thing. You know, we used to have to worry about the KKK riding around with the hoods. But now these niggas have taken the place of the KKK, and they have the same agenda. They are playing for the same team. They have the same goals in mind to harm blacks. And the niggas have put on the hoodies, and it's the same thing as the KKK riding around with the hoods. Where's the difference? Where's the difference? The only difference that I see, when the KKK, they used to use ropes. Now, you know, the niggas, they using guns. And the agenda is the same. The outcome is the same. They are looking to harm some black people. And so many people in the black community give these blacks that harm other blacks a pass, and I don't understand that. The only reason I can understand it, it has to be some form of mental illness. Okay, nobody's saying anything about it. Nobody's outraged about it. Nobody wants to hold these people accountable. You just let them be comfortable in the black community, killing, carjacking after carjacking after carjacking. You can't even go to the gas station in peace. You know, people are carjacking and stealing people's stuff at the gas station, killing other blacks, killing other blacks at the gas station over and over and over again, racing up and down the street. If they're not killing with guns, they're killing with cars or something or another. Just the other day, I saw a report whereas this black man was in a staffing agency, and he got attacked by another black man with a hammer just because he asked a simple question about somebody. He wanted somebody to reboot the computer. And just out of nowhere, this black man in the staffing agency gets up and starts attacking him in his head and all over his body with a hammer. Okay? And these are just random attacks. Blacks attacking other blacks. I don't hear about Asians attacking blacks. I don't hear about whites attacking blacks. I don't hear about Hispanics attacking blacks. I don't hear about Indians attacking blacks. It's always blacks attacking blacks. Over and over and over again. By the end of today, it'll be in the news, guaranteed. A black has attacked a black. Okay, if I turn on the news right now, I'm pretty sure last night or early this morning, there is a report that involves a black attacking another black. And nobody in the black community wants to address the pink elephant in the room. They act like it just doesn't exist. I mean, the blacks that's always making these videos, anti-white videos, they never address this. They never address this, and that's more problematic than the problem in itself. Umar Johnson, you never say anything about this. Tariq Nasheed, you never say anything about this. New Breed, you never say anything about this. And there are a few black YouTubers who do address this pink elephant in the room, but they get condemned. They get trolled. You know, they get criticized. And it's not enough people in the black community who are speaking out about this and addressing this. For the most part, a lot of black people, you act like this does not exist. And this is a problem that a lot of black people don't want to deal with. And like I was saying, the other morning when I was at the gas station, as soon as I pulled into the parking lot, I noticed this black guy with a hoodie over his head, and he started mean mugging and eyeballing me. And that's a problem. You know, in this city, I can't speak for other cities, but in this city, you know, I call them predators. These black guys, they lurk around looking and preying on especially single black women. And I have been targeted so many times, and it makes me feel so uncomfortable when I'm out in public and I see these black guys. They immediately, it's like I'm a juicy T-bone steak when they see me in my big purse out there by myself. They look at me like I'm a juicy steak and they prey on me. I've experienced this so many times. And just like this guy the other morning, he immediately targeted me. And I parked in front of the front entrance of the gas station, and I was trying to see and determine what this guy and this other white guy was going to do. I don't know if they was out there making a drug transaction, probably so. And the white guy, he had a car at the gas pump. And a few minutes later, he comes walking towards the front entrance, and he went inside and had this little smirk on his face. And then he went inside to walked toward the bathroom. And then I'm looking for the black guy, and he's over there walking towards my vehicle. And I was like, oh, no, 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 no. I knew that wasn't good. Either he was going to do some bigging or he's going to probably do some shooting. So I put my vehicle in reverse, and he's on his feet, and he is following me around the gas station. I'm driving and he's on his feet, and he kept his eyeballs on me the whole time. And I knew something wasn't right. I knew something wasn't right. And a few minutes later, I'm hearing this loud screeching in the street a few feet away. It was a nigga spinning donuts like you would not believe, like somebody had just lost their mind. 3 o'clock in the morning. He should have been on somebody's job or in the bed getting ready to get on somebody's job or start a business, you know, of his own, open a business and run a business of his own. But instead, you know, he has time to be out there breaking the law and disturbing the peace. And that's the problem that I have with a lot of these colors. Like those guys, they don't want to build anything. They just want to take advantage of the groundwork that's been laid and take credit for what their ancestors did. Okay, that's your ancestors. You don't even know them. They was here before you was. And I'm so sick of listening at these armchair YouTube revolutionaries brag about what their ancestors did and try to play the victim. Oh, they took our language, they took our religion, they took this, they took that. But what you taking right now? Who is the real thief? Okay, you want to talk about and condemn and criticize all these white people for taking your religion and taking your language and taking this and taking that. But look at all the stuff that you're taking now. Look at what you're taking now. Every day you out here robbing, 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 robbing. And you know, it's just ridiculous how so many of these people who point the finger at the whites and talk about what all they done stole when you are the same ones that's stealing food stamps, you're stealing PPP loans, you're stealing cars, you're stealing everything. You even steal somebody's thoughts if you could, and you're stealing joy. You're trying to steal other people's joy all the time. And who can beat you stealing? And you want to talk about what the white people done stole. What about what you done stole? You're hypocrites. I'm sick of these hypocrites. And I need y'all to take accountability. Be accountable for what your own faults are before you point the finger at these other people. You ain't no better than they are. And this outrage about Kanye West and Candace Owens wearing these White Lives Matter t-shirts is just disgusting. And I'm saying only black people make videos condemning Kanye and Candace for wearing the t-shirts. Why would you have a problem with White Lives Matter? Their lives should matter just as much as you feel like your lives and other black people's lives matter. Okay? And why do you have a problem with that? You know, that's hateful in itself. That's very hateful. That's very evil to take the position that white lives don't matter just because your personal prejudices and your personal hatefulness towards them for whatever reason. How dare you take the position that white lives don't matter and you feel like your life, black lives, is the only life that matters? That's very divisive and very evil. And I'm seeing over and over again so many hateful videos from a lot of black people. And you feel like it should just be black, 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 everything black, and you want to exclude whites from everything. Okay? But if whites were to do you like that, you would have a problem. You would want to protest. You would want to march and you want to cry racism, racism, racism. Well, hell, what about your own racism? And that's the thing that I do not like. Okay, a lot of blacks are proving to be more racist than the white people who they accuse of being racist. You know, how can you be okay with your own racism, but then you have a problem with white people's racism? I really have a big problem with that, and I cannot support it. And, you know, shame on you if you feel like white lives don't matter and only black lives matter. And then look at the hypocrisy in that. You say Black Lives Matter, and I don't even hear y'all say that anymore. That was just a trending topic for just a period of time. Now, just like everything else, you jump on the next trend and the next trend and the next trend. You used to hashtag Black Lives Matter, BLM. What happened to your hashtag? If it matters, why don't you still hashtag Black Lives Matter? Why don't you still use those talking points, Black Lives Matter? But now that Kanye and Candace have come and stirred the controversy pot with the White Lives Matter t-shirts, now there's so much outrage from the colored community. Oh, how dare Kanye wear that t-shirt? How dare Candace wear that t-shirt? Why not? Why not? Why not? If you can wear a Black Lives Matter t-shirt, why can't Kanye and Candace wear their supportive t-shirts for white lives? I don't have a problem with it. And personally, I think Candace and Kanye rock. And it takes a certain level of bravado, a certain level of boldness and courage to be authentically yourself in a society that tries to put you in a box, and people try to make you be in the mindset that they are in, and just because you're black, you're supposed to think a certain kind of way, you're supposed to walk a certain kind of way, you're supposed to live a certain kind of way. And if you step outside of those terms and conditions that this group of people create for you, oh, something's wrong with you. And make up your mind. You niggas who 1 minute you want to support Kanye, and the next minute, as soon as he does something that you don't like wear a Trump hat or support Donald Trump. Oh no, 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 we don't like Kanye. But as soon as Kanye does something that you do like, oh, you're okay with Kanye. You want to vote for Kanye. Kanye for president. Then now that he wears the Black Lives Matter shirt, oh no, we don't like Kanye anymore. Make up your mind. You're so bipolar about Kanye West. And, I don't have a problem with Kanye. I don't have a problem with Candace. And to me, they seem to be both neutral in the middle of the road. And, I've listened to Candace, and I think she has some excellent talking points. And, I've listened to Kanye. He has some great talking points himself. And to be of that status and still remain neutral and as humble as he is, that's commendable in itself. And then so many people in the black community, you have the audacity and the nerve to diagnose him as mentally ill. Oh, it's something wrong with Kanye. But meanwhile, you same people that point the finger and label Kanye as mentally ill, you're mentally fucked up yourself. And then you just gloss over the people in the black community that are mentally ill. And I'm really having a problem with that. A lot of these black celebrities that y'all worship, Cardi B isn't black, but she identifies as black, and y'all just let any of these culture vultures come in and get real comfortable, and you just look over and make accommodations for their mental illness. you know a lot of these celebrities, they display uh, uh, huge degrees of mental illness, and it has somehow been accommodated and made common to be mentally ill. But then as soon as a black person becomes brazen and emboldened to step outside the box that you all place them in, you in the black community, oh, they're mentally ill, they're mentally ill. I've even had some of these trolls here on YouTube to say that Karma Kaboom, she's mentally ill. But you was my fan, and you're still trolling me now that I have blocked you. So make it make sense. Why are you still trolling somebody that's mentally ill? Why are you still watching my videos if I'm mentally ill? Why do I stay on your search history if I'm mentally ill? Why do you make all these videos about me if I'm mentally ill? Why don't you make some videos about somebody that's not mentally ill? Make it make sense. Why would you say that I'm mentally ill, but you have consistently made videos and comments about somebody that's mentally ill? That's mentally ill in itself. Why would you be trying to research and find out all this information about somebody that's mentally ill? Why would you be wasting your time and all of your resources doing that? Make it make sense. And see, the problem with that is, this is the problem. The problem with that I see, it's like an attack dog. A lot of black people, I've found out, they try to use this, oh, they're mentally ill, as a weapon, to use against that person, to try to defame the person's character and control that person. They use that, oh, they're mentally ill, just like they use that, oh, they're a pedophile, or oh, he's gay. as a weapon, and you're so evil. A lot of you niggas, you're so evil, and you're so controlling, and you're so manipulative, and you have the nerve and the audacity to, place yourself on this pedestal like you're so supreme and you're the king and you're the queen. Well, that's hypocrisy in itself. And if you're such a queen and a king and you're so much better than the white people who you condemn, well, why aren't you better than the white people that you condemn? Why? If you've had the same opportunities as the white, why aren't you in a better condition that you are in? Why is your community still fucked up like it is? I mean, I don't get it. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And I'm sick of a lot of these blacks pretending like they're such a victim. They're always a victim, victim, victim. But then you can do what you want to do when you want to do it. And I'm just sick of it. And what it boils down to is evil. Evil and disobedience. You don't want to obey God. You don't want to obey the police. You don't want to obey the school teachers. You don't want to obey the principals. You don't want to obey the school bus drivers. You don't want to obey nobody. You want to do what you want to do. And then, you want to say that somebody's holding your back. Somebody's holding your back. You've been accusing the white people of holding your back all these years. At least the last 40 or 50 years since I've been alive, you've been accusing the white people of holding your back. But then you get all this money that you steal and you lie to get, and you create all these false applications and false identifications to get what you want when you want to get it, and you still have not attained a higher status. You're still in the same condition. Even when you get all of this material stuff, you're still unfulfilled because you don't have true godliness. But you call yourself a god. You call yourself a goddess. You call yourself a king and a queen. Well, tell me this. Why are you still in the same condition? A king and a queen does not rely on the government for food stamps and to feed yourself and to house yourself with Section 8 vouchers, but you call yourself a king and a queen. A king and a queen is self-sustaining. Okay? To my knowledge. And then that's another thing. When the Queen Elizabeth recently died, and I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of this. As soon as some of these select white people die or get sick or go to jail, you applaud that. You're happy about that. That's evil. That's real evil. When Queen Elizabeth recently died, I seen countless videos all over YouTube. So many black people celebrating that and happy that this white woman died. And then you say, oh, she raped Africa. Okay, if she raped Africa, you take everything else that you want. Why don't you go over there and get your stuff back? If that is truly your gold and your diamonds and all of this, why don't you go over there and get your stuff back? You go and home invade everybody. Why aren't you big and bad enough to go over there to England and kick in the door of the castle and take your shit back? Okay, you'll kick in the doors of somebody black in your black neighborhood, or you'll put some gas in a car and steal a car and drive from one city to the next or one state to the next and kick in a black person's door and take what you want. And, why don't you go over there to England and kick in the door of the castle and take if it's really yours, take your stuff back. Take your stuff back. If the white man is, as a matter of fact, if the white people are so bad and so terrible and their lives don't matter, give them their shit back. Give them their houses back. Give them their cars back. Give them their Mercedes Benzes back. Give them their schools back. Get out of their schools. Take your children out of their schools. Start your own schools. Give them their houses back. Give them their furniture back. Give them their flat screen TVs back. Stop going in their Walmart. Stop going in their Target. Stop going in their crab shacks and red lobsters eating their crab legs because they went over there and got those boats and went up, down sea diving, scuba diving, and grabbed all those crab legs and lobster tails. Give them back, give them back, give them back, give them their beer back, give them their liquor back, give them their marijuana back, give them all their stuff back. If they're so terrible, give them their stuff back, give them their laptops back, give them their podcasts back, give them their microphones back, give them their internet back, their Facebook back, give it back, log off of their Facebook, deactivate your Instagram, give them their Instagram back, give them their TikTok back, give them their YouTube back, give them all their stuff back. Give them all their stuff back. Give them their wigs back. Give them their eyelashes back. Give them their fingernails back. Give them their asses back. Give them their titties back. Give them their leggings back. Give them their furry slides back. Give them their makeup back. Give them all their shit back. If they're so terrible, like you say that they are, and white lives don't matter, give them their shit back. Stop living in their community. Stop driving their cars. Stop buying their gas. Stop stealing their stuff. Give them their guns back, that because after all, you're using their guns and their bullets to kill your own black people. Give them their shit back. If they're so terrible, give them their hammers and their knives and all that other stuff that you're using to harm and kill other black people. Give them their stuff back. If they're so terrible, yeah, give them their underwear back. Give them their t-shirts back. Give them their pants and their jeans and their tennis shoes and their high heel shoes. Give them all their shit back. Give them their fingernail polish back. Give them all their stuff back. If they're so terrible and that white lives don't matter, give them their shit back and stop fucking with them all together and start your own shit and do your thing better than what they have done. Okay? I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this ongoing rhetoric and debate and hatefulness. I'm sick of it. Okay, if your lives is the only lives that matter and white lives don't matter, stop fucking with them and just stop the rhetoric and start your own stuff. And I want to see you prove that you can do it better than they can, okay? You've had enough time. You've scammed enough money. You stole enough money. You begged up on enough money. You played the victim long enough. Okay, let's see what you got. Let's see what you're made out of. Okay, if they stole your language, you started your own language. Well, let me see what you can do with your own language. What are you talking about? Okay, if they stole your identity, okay, who are you? Go steal it back. You steal everything else. Why didn't you steal it back? If they stole your language and they stole your religion, they stole your identity, they stole. Okay, you done proved that you steal just as much as they do. Why didn't you steal it back? Why didn't you steal it back? That's what I want to know. Why didn't you steal it back? Okay? And you kill your own. Why you didn't go over there and kill them? You haven't killed not one of them yet, but you keep on killing your own. Not that I, suggest that you do it, but I'm just saying, why do you have a preference of who you kill? You kill your own people, but you say Black Lives Matter. Why you keep killing? Why do you blacks keep killing blacks if Black Lives Matter and white lives don't matter? Make it make sense. I'm trying to make sense of this nonsense, but y'all say that I'm the one that's mentally ill. I think you got me fucked up. I think y'all the one that's mentally ill. And as a matter of fact, I know that you are. I know that you are. I haven't been to nobody's medical school. I don't have no medical degrees. But I really think that y'all the ones that's fucked up. And you're the most evil. You're proven to be the most evil. Yes. But anyway, I digress. So Kanye West, he says that Black Lives Matter was a scam. I agree. They raised all of this millions of dollars, the Black Lives Matter campaign, and I haven't seen not anything that they have did with any of those millions of dollars except for buy homes to self-serve themselves. And all these homeless black people, they could benefit from laying in some of those rooms in some of those houses that the Black Lives Matter founder, bought for themselves. They didn't buy not one homeless person a pair of tennis shoes that I know of, not even a coat, a winter coat, or a pair of gloves, or give them a bus ticket or nothing. And y'all have not demanded, any receipts from the Black Lives Matter, but you demand receipts from everybody else in the black community when you get good and ready to cancel them. Why don't you cancel yourself? Why don't you boycott yourself? And here you are want to boycott one dead black man for killing and eating, a few black people, Jeffrey Dahmer. Why don't you do, why? When are y'all going to boycott the niggas that's killing other black people? You haven't said anything about boycotting blacks that's killing blacks. And they do this over and over and over again, but you give your own a pass. But you want to boycott a dead man, a dead white man? Okay, he's already served his sentence. Okay, how are you going to boycott him? Are you going to dig him up out of the ground and, hold him accountable? But you won't hold your own accountable when they consistently kill over and over and over again other blacks. Make it make sense. But I digress. So Kanye West, once again, he has caused controversy. He has a flair for causing controversy. Him and Candace both. I think they both rock, and I think they would make a great power couple. I don't know what they're waiting on to make it official and just get together and be a couple and take the world by storm. Oh my gosh, I could see it. I could see Candace and Kanye together. It would be such a wonderful, wonderful power couple. And they cause controversy everywhere they go. And the numbers would spike, spike, spike. Oh my goodness. So somebody who does support Kanye and Candace, they posted something on social media. They said that they are actual legends, world changers, narrative breakers, history makers. I like that. And somebody else posted on social media with the profile name Faithful Black Men Association. They said, what if Kanye is starting a White Lives Matter organization to steal millions of dollars from white people and buy luxury real estate? I doubt it. Okay, somebody else with the avatar, did Donda 2 get finished today? They said on Twitter, Kanye ending his fashion show with Macklemore after sending a White Lives Matter t-shirt down the runway is insanity. Somebody else with the avatar, Ahmed Goser, says, hashtag LFC, whatever that is. I want to show support for the singer Kanye West and his t-shirt, White Lives Matter. What courage and solidarity he shows with white people, unlike some lefty liberal morons who show nothing but disdain and hatred towards the white race. This is what builds unity, IMO, whatever that means. Okay, and shouldn't that be our goal, to build unity? After all, a lot of you blacks, you say that you support Martin Luther King, who had a dream, right? That was one of his dreams, for all races of people to unify. But in this, day and time, a lot of these blacks are most divisive. You don't want to unify with all races. You just want everything to be black, 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 black. And we should, in my opinion, be trying to unify. Yeah. But we got to be on the same page. And, a lot of people in our black community are very divisive and very racist. And they don't want to unify. They don't want to diversify. They don't want a diverse community. No. Only if it benefits them do they want diversity. And only if they can do what they want to do and get their way and have their way, do they want diversity. If it goes against them doing what they want to do, when they get ready to do it, oh, they're racist. They pull out the racism card, and there we go. But anyway, someone else on social media that goes by Vivi says Kanye West was on Instagram not too long ago talking about the Kardashians were corrupting his black children just to be wearing a White Lives Matter shirt. So, what does that have to do with anything? What does one have to do with the other? Can he not do both? Can he not have his own state of mind whenever he gets ready to have his own state of mind? One does not have to conflict with the other. He can do both. I don't have a problem with him doing both. So someone else that goes by the avatar keep triggering racist says Kanye West making black models wear White Lives Matter shirts is a culmination of his anti-blackness and his immersion in white supremacy ideologies and methods. Disgusting. Why does it have to be anti-blackness if he wants to put on a White Lives Matter shirt? You see how manipulative and evil a lot of these people are? And the words that they try that word play, shit, in order to jump the agenda. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, just evil. Evil. Okay, Jamel Hill says so many folks are trying to excuse Kanye, and she's another race baiter. Jamel Hill. I can't stand her. I never liked her. She says so many folks are trying to excuse Kanye wearing a White Lives Matter t-shirt as just a troll move or marketing. Maybe it is, but it's a dangerously dumb message to send for someone with his massive platform. I've been off, dude. But y'all go ahead labeling his foolishness as genius. Well, Jamel Hill, what have you done that's so much better to help to create a better society? What have you did other than be divisive, Jamel Hill? Every chance you get. I've been off of you a long time, just like you've been off dude, Kanye West. I'm sick of her. I'm sick of her and people like her. She's very divisive. Very, very divisive, in my opinion. Somebody else that has the profile name, Clarence Thomas's play nephew, says, at this point, if you are mad over Kanye's t-shirt, you aren't thinking logically. You're in your feelings. There are more important things to be mad about, and it ain't a t-shirt. Hashtag Kanye West. I agree with Clarence Thomas's play nephew. Somebody else that uses the profile name, the real Tony Ocho, says Kevin Gates said it best. Fuck Black Lives Matter. If you don't understand the symbolism of Kanye pandering White Lives Matter or All Lives Matter, this is the reason. Well, I don't really consider it pandering, but so many people try to use these, play on certain words, because they have their own underlying agenda and they try to manipulate the narrative to fit their narrative. I don't call it pandering. And here's another race baiter, Mark Lamont Hill. I'm sick of him too. Him and Jamel Hill, I wonder if they're related. I think they're related. And if they're not, they should get married. Two races. Mark Lamont Hill. Here he is with his unsolicited opinion. Here he is. I'm sick of him always injecting himself in some type of situation that calls for his racist rhetoric. I'm sick of it. So Mark Lamont Hill, another race baiter, says Kanye West's decision to wear a White Lives Matter shirt is disgusting. No, you being a race baiter is disgusting, Mark Lamont Hill. That's disgusting. Like Mark Lamont Hill says, Kanye West's decision to wear a White Lives Matter shirt is disgusting, dangerous, and irresponsible. Some of y'all will rush to defend him. You should ask yourselves why. I want to ask myself, why is Mark Lamont Hill so disgustingly and dangerously and irresponsibly a race baiter? I'm sick of you, Mark Lamont Hill. I'm sick of you. And Jamel, too. So somebody else that uses the Twitter name Jaden says, Black Lives Matter. I don't care whose it is. If I don't feel the message, I'm out. Whatever that means. So yeah, a lot of people are voicing their opinions about this controversy, and this is my commentary on it. And you know, I'm just so done with these blatant closeted racists in the Black community, and we should be focused on diversity. You know, being a diverse society. And there's so many bigger issues to deal with other than t-shirts and, you know, people's personal preference, you know, and supporting. They can, you know, people can support what they want to support. And I'm so sick of the fake outrage, you know. I'm sick of it. And all of this this madness, this energy should be directed on issues that really matter. You know, can you imagine if you would get just as mad about blacks killing blacks and blacks trolling blacks on social media and blacks harming other blacks at the gas station? If you would use that same, keep that same energy. Can you imagine what a better society we could have? Can you imagine? Can you imagine if you would apply that same energy and get just as mad about not being a sinful person and obeying God and His commandments? Can you imagine what a better person you could be? Can you imagine if you would keep that same energy and apply it to being just as mad the next time a black person gets ready to go out and steal from another black and kill another black and slander and defame another black on social media? Can you imagine if you would get just as mad the next time a black person gets ready to make a video and post it on YouTube and harass and cyberbully another black person? Can you imagine what a wonderful social media we would be if you would get just as mad every time you would see some of these black people get in these comment sections and try to harm and defame and slander and hate on another black person, and you would just get just as mad about that, and you would do something about it to stop it? Can you imagine what a better social media we could experience? Can you imagine? Can you imagine the next time another black person goes to try to get a gun and harm another black person, and you would say, oh no, I'm going to get mad about this, and I'm going to post about this, I'm going to do something about this? Can you imagine if you would direct your anger and hostility and your racism towards the right causes? Can you imagine if you fight for the right causes that's more deserving of all of this vitriol energy? Can you imagine what a better world this would be? Holla at your girl. Peace. White lives matter as well as other lives matter. Let's stop being hateful, and let's stop being divisive and be who we say that we are, and stop the facade. Stop pretending to be so black power and this and that and kings and queens and all of this, and start living the persona that you present on social media. And that's my flex. I'm the same person on social media as I am in real life. In real life, I'm the same person that I am on social media. Unlike a lot of people who pretend to be somebody that they are not in both lanes, social media and real life. A lot of people are living their best lie. Yeah. Holla at your girl. Peace. All lives matter.